Hey guys, Bryson here, and I always wanted to talk to you guys one-on-one, having a one-on-one conversation with you guys and answering every question you guys actually have. So today, I said, why not go on Instagram, post a story saying, hey, send me your number, I'll call you, let's talk one-on-one, and that's what I'm going to use this channel for. So if you want to join me on Instagram or here on this channel, well, follow me on Instagram at Bryson. This way, you know when I'm doing this show, and this way you can actually get on and actually talk to me one-on-one and without paying any money whatsoever, because that's also great when you don't have to pay money to talk to anyone. And on top of that, if you guys are new here, make sure to go ahead and like this video. On top of that, also subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. And today, we're going to go ahead and call one of my subscribers, and his name is Junior.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Hello, is this?
It's Tommy. How are you?
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you, bro? What's your name?
Junior.
Junior, nice to meet you. Are you driving right now?
Huh?
Are you driving right now?
Yeah, wait a second. Let me just park real quick. Just park
Okay.
real quick right here. All right. Yeah, man, I love your YouTube channel and stuff, bro. It's really great content, bro. I love it.
Thanks, bro. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I hear you clearly.
All right, perfect. So how can I help?
So, man, I wanted to ask you, man, so clearly right now, I am taking online classes for college.
Okay.
I buy and sell phones. I remember I
Okay.
watched one of your videos, and I was buying and selling phones, and I
Awesome.
created like sort of like a source of income, like at least like $2K a month type of stuff, like buying and selling phones on Offer, Facebook, and Let Go,
That's awesome.
like buying and flipping them. And I wanted to ask you, bro, like what would you recommend to increase my income, like? And like right now, for example, I'm gaining some money from unemployment, but I'm using it to buy and sell phones. Like, what would you recommend? Like,
So what are you studying currently in college?
I'm studying business right now.
General
Like,
business?
currently,
General businesses, or you just like, are you specializing in anything like finance, accounting?
honestly, right now I'm not really specializing in anything. Like, honestly, like I'm just taking right now like I'm in my second semester right now, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like figuring out. I'm not clearly sure yet, but
All right. So it sounds like
yeah.
you wanna basically make more money, and you're wondering how to make more money.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any debt currently?
Yeah, currently right now, man, I have a car,
Yeah.
Camaro 2018. It's
Mm-hmm.
I owe like at least probably like 22K, bro. I pay like I pay
22,000.
800. Yeah, I
Wow.
pay $800 a month.
Okay. And I'm guessing like your goal is to like build up passive income and so on, right, for the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you gonna take student loans out too?
Right now I'm getting financial aid, but probably
Mm-hmm.
most likely, yeah, I will.
Yeah, so what I would recommend is like basically usually what you want to do before you start basically like I'm investing is you want to get out of debt first and then basically have an emergency fund and then get into investing. So if I were you right now, although Camaro is nice, like currently, you're probably not just ready for it financially. So I'd probably consider selling that car, which is like a tough thing to actually do when you like been on and all that stuff. But I'll probably sell that
Yeah,
car, cut my losses, buy a used car that's good quality, take me from point A to point B. Because in reality, you're hustling, right? So you're like selling phones here and there, right? You don't really need a fancy car to go buy a phone or sell a phone. On top of that,
yeah,
my next move would be basically, okay, so how do I increase my income here? You're already doing that with the like flipping phones, right? So that's already one way you're doing it. But the second way is basically you're also going to college. Now, when you go to college, what I did was accountant, right? One thing I noticed
yeah,
basically when you go into like general business, usually that doesn't result in employment. Okay? So what you want to do is basically when you pick a major that you're good at, you like, and it's going to make you money. It's like an investment deal, okay? You don't buy a phone that you might not be able to sell. You buy a phone that you know for a fact you're going to sell. Does that make sense?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So step one, sell the Camaro, buy a used car, right? For cash. It's tough. If you want to do it, you can. And then on top of that, step two is pick a major, do research on it, make sure you like it, you're good at it, it's going to make you money, and then focus on that. And try to basically, while you're making that money from that flipping phone business, like save like 5K or like 7K to put right back into the business.
Yeah,
That way you also have like always have like money coming in, but all the rest of the money comes in, you use that to pay for school. That way when you graduate, you graduate 100% debt free. And when you graduate and making, for example, like 60K or 70K a year, that's enough money for you to keep investing, do a job you enjoy. And if you want to start a business, you can also do that, but you don't really have to. That's why you want to make sure you find good employment. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, like a vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. But as far as like, I'm not sure if you're gonna sell that Camaro. So I'm gonna give you also an option too, because I want to make sure like you're good either way. If you don't sell a Camaro, the idea is you want to use the avalanche method, right? So you pay the debt with the highest APR first. Usually that's going to be your car loan first, and then your student loans after. So you want to grab all the money you currently have and dump it into that car. But again, in 2-3 years when you graduate, or 4 years, that car is gonna be worth 50% less. Okay. I'd rather you buy that car like 5 years from now for cash, and you can actually afford it. It's all yours, but it's not, for example, an $800 payment, okay?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Sure.
Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, man, like what? Because I'm finding it pretty hard. Like, what books like would you recommend like on money, bro? Like on finance and stuff. Because I read all types of books, man, like on business and stuff, but like. For some reason, like money, it's like a pretty hard one for me because like they all talk about like investment. They all talk about like investing and stuff, you know, like Tony Robbins, Unshakable, or 7 Steps to Financial Freedom. But it's like, you know, that's like more ahead. Like I'm trying to like have like a beginner's one. Like, what would you recommend?
A beginner's book would probably be The Richest Man in Babylon. That's a great book. Also, The Millionaire Mind by Edgar T. Harv. Also, The Millionaire Next Door. Also, Made in America by Sam Walton. Also, Unfuck Yourself by I forgot what the author's name is, Gary Bishop. Like all these books that I'm telling you, they're going to rewire the way you think. But you're already on your way. But you're gonna like mess it up if basically you stick with the car. That's already debt right there. Next, you know, you get like a credit card. That's more debt. The answer is, you're already on your way, right? The first step is be financially, for example, right? The first step is you want to be debt free, right? That's your clean slate. When you graduate, you have 60K coming in, depending on the career you choose, right? That's free income coming in for yourself, right? Then you have all this income to go out there and do whatever you want, invest more money or do whatever you want, you know? But the first step, read those books right there. It'll change the way you think. And every book basically recommends another book. So keep doing that over and over again. But you're already there. Just debt free first, invest, then you automate. Does that make sense? But the first step is debt free. So you got to work on that now. And then after that, if you want, we can just get on another call and then I'll tell you exactly, hey, here's how you invest, or go to the main channel, and it shows you exactly how I invest with M1 Finance and so on. But the first step is you don't want to invest money when you have maybe a 15 to 18% loan on this car being charged to you every single month. You know what I mean? So you're not going to get rich like that. Does that make sense?
You own a car by any chance, or?
No way, bro. I live in New York, so when I go to, for example, I have a bike, okay, so it's like $500, I got a bike, that's it. But when I go, for example, to Tampa, Florida, I'm gonna move over there, or Fort Myers, I'm buying a car. But when I buy a car, it's gonna be a Toyota Corolla, and it'll be for cash. That's the goal.
Right.
But the dream car might be, for example, like a Lamborghini Urus or like a Tesla Model X or a Tesla Model X. But I don't want to spend that money now because I could invest that money, and eventually my passive income could basically buy me that stuff. But it's all step by step.
Hey, and I wanted to ask you, bro, you took in like the 67 steps before, right, for Tai Lopez?
Yo, Taylor, I don't know, man. People don't like Tai Lopez, but I actually like Tai Lopez a lot. Yeah, I took the steps. What do you think about it?
They were fire, bro. I honestly, I got them from like uTorrent, you know, but I took advantage of it. I took advantage of it. And those books that you mentioned to me, I read them.
All of them?
Sam Walton. Yeah, man. I have like 60 books in my closet, bro. But
here's what it sounds like, man. You already have the knowledge, bro. You just need to apply it.
Yeah, man. I just and I wanted to ask you too, bro. How did you do with like those 4 jobs that you had, like when you were like, or 3, when you were talking about it, you had like 3 jobs or 4 jobs, like. What you want to do is.
Okay, so what you want to do is I have a schedule on my desk, right? It's a 24-hour schedule, right? And I don't do the whole 16-hour days or none of that stuff because that's just crazy. But what I did was, back in those days, I was flipping phones, I was vlogging every single day, and I had a job as a work study in my college, and on top of that, I worked at the Gap, right? So the answer was, In the mornings when I'm going to school, I'll be vlogging and practicing editing and all that stuff. And then like around like break time or so, I had to go to like work study. Then after I was done with that job, I went, for example, to the Gap. And once I was done with that, usually on the weekends, I would just go ahead and basically buy phones and flip them. And back then I also did like sneakers and stuff like that, okay? But back then what I was doing is basically tasting things, okay? Like just tasting things to exactly what I like, what I'm good at. Like phones, I'm really good at that. Flipping things, I'm really good at that. Like having like a job at the Gap, I didn't like that at all. I hated it so much. Having a job at the school, I hated it so much. But basically, I had to try it first to see exactly what I liked, what I was good at, and what was going to make me money. But you gotta just taste things. That's all you gotta do. Just try things out.
Okay, man. Yeah, because honestly, like, I think that's my biggest, like, or just like increasing my income, man. And I feel like I have like a limit, like a plateau that I hit every time.
No, man,
like,
you're good, man. You're good. Because if you're flipping phones making 2K, you're on unemployment right now, so you might not want to get a job. I understand that, but you're already working towards a degree. Make sure the degree you get is an investment. So you don't want to get like a degree you won't use. Get a degree you're actually gonna use and all that stuff. That way, you're already working on that. Okay, going to college, that's you working on making more money. Like having a side business like with like flipping phones, that's you working on having more money. Don't like try to like stray and focus on so many things because you're already good at flipping phones. Making 2K, that's a lot of money flipping phones, by the way. It's not a little bit, it takes a lot of work. If you're good at that, try to expand and do more and do more. Try to, for example, go to stores and try to buy whatever they have there. Try to put the phones that you have there also, but then you have to give them a cut. Do it however you want to do it, but just like expand on what you have right now. Work on your college degree, a good one. And when you graduate, you have all this money coming in from this job. That's basically it.
Okay, man. Okay.
All right, brother. If you have any questions, just like let me know, and any ideas, you can always DM me or anything, okay?
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Thanks for your time, brother.
Thank you for the call, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the advice.
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so that was my very first call, or the third call, but this one didn't actually go wrong. And by the way, I want to say, Junior, thank you so much for being one of my first, subscribers who actually be on this channel. I really appreciate it. But overall, Junior, I think the problem is you think you're not doing anything, but you are doing something. You're literally like going out there making 2K from flipping phones. You're also in college trying to get a degree, but what you're not doing correctly is you have this massive car loan. You don't need that, and you know that because you read the same books that I also read. So the answer is get rid of that car. Buy a used car, pay cash for it. Use this money you're getting, for example, from the flipping phone business, and use that money to finance yourself through school. This way, when you graduate, you also graduate 100% debt free. And once you graduate, right, and you have all this income coming in now, you can use that income to go ahead and invest a ton of money. Buy your very first home and so on. Buy a nice car you actually want once you save the money for it in cash. But the answer is, it's all step by step. First step is debt free. Second step is basically you want to have basically a foundation. 3 to 6 months of emergencies, and also start investing between 20 to 25% of your income. And then you want to buy a house, and then basically try to pay it off as fast as possible. And the fourth step is you automate everything. So basically you keep investing your money, but by this point you have a house, it's paid off, you have an emergency fund covered too, you have no debt, and all you have is a bunch of income to buy whatever car you want, go on vacation, do whatever you want, but it's all step by step. So you're doing a lot, you just don't see it yet, but you actually are, and I'm proud of you, bro, okay? Now, guys, that is my first call, and if you guys want to join and be a part of it, well, follow me on Instagram. I'll put up a story saying, hey, join, I'll call you, and then you can actually be on the show, and I can answer your questions directly. I'll see you guys next time that you're watching this video right here, and if you like the video right here, guys, well, like this video. On top of that, also, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified, and if you want to text me or talk to me one-on-one, join my Patreon, link down below, or send me a DM on Instagram at Tommy Bryson. And before I go, if you want to watch more videos on this channel, well, here are those videos right here. Click my face right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always,